Welcome YouTube. Today I'm gonna do more picoCTF challenges and we are doing more web challenges, and let's start with these three easy challenges. The first one is called search source. So from the title I can tell that we need to look at the source code, and for this I used the command line tool called htttrack to get all of the files and the source code of the website. So I have all of these files, so you should just run grep recursive and you should find, but I get this bug, so I don't know, I just went into all of the different directories and just scattered all the files and search for pico, and in one of the files there was the flag. So that's the first challenge. The second one is even easier. This challenge is called RobotoSense, and from the title I can basically think that there is something in robot.txt and we see a lot of base64. And if we base64 encode, we can try some files. Let's try flag1.txt. It's 404. The next one is jsmyfile.txt. And in this file we get the flag. So this one was also simple. And the third one is called power cookie. So once again from the title we can tell that we need to inspect the cookies. So let's click this button and press F12 to go into developer tools. And in the storage we see we have two cookies. One is not relevant and the other one is admin and is set to 0. So if we set to 1 or true and refresh the page, we get the flag. Okay, and the next challenge is called forbidden paths. So the description says that the flag is at flag.txt. And let's go to the website. Let's just try simple path traversal and we get the flag. Okay, and the next challenge is called JWT, and this time we get test credentials and we need to log in as admin. If we try to log in, we get logged in, and if we look at the pursuit, we see that we have JWT token. So if we try some exploits, the most simple is non-algorithm exploit. So if we change algorithm to none, and then in the body we change role from user to admin, like that. So we need to delete this, and if we delete the last part, we get the flag. Okay, and the next challenge is called CAS, Cowboy as a Service, and if we go to the website, we see that we can make a request to this URL, and then it says the message. So if we try to send some messages to this, we see that hi is here. Also, we had source code for this. So if we look at the source code, we see that our message is executed is used in exec in this binary. We can see that we can get command injection. So the first thing I tried was semicolon, but that doesn't work well in URLs. So then I tried ampersand, and if you try like ID, we get code injection, command injection. So now if we try ls, we see there is falc.txt. So we can simply cat .txt and we get the flag. Okay, so the next challenge is called login. So we just need to get logged in, get into this website, and we see a login page. So if we try to log in with admin, for example, we get the correct password. And if we take a look at page source code, we see index.js, and here we see this base64 encoded string. If we decode it, we get the flag. So the next challenge is called super serial. This one was very hard for me because I hadn't done a lot of these serialization vulnerabilities. So the first thing that I found out was robots.txt, of course. We see that this allows admin.phps. PHPs is PHP files that are used to share the code. Admin.phps, we get 404, but if we go to index.phps and if we go to the source code, we see that we have the full source code now because this is PHPs. So in this we see there is more files, wiki.php and authentication.php. So basically the vulnerable part of this code is here, because this serializes our cookie that we can set ourselves, and that is dangerous. And to get the flag, we can use this access log function, this read log function, and we can supply the log file because this is public. So yeah, that's what we need to do. And we need to put all of this in cookie called login, and we need to base64 encode it, and we should get the flag that way. So I read this article by Portuguer about PHP serialization, and I use this format, and I needed to change this a bit. So we can do that. We don't need to change this first one. This is the how long is this class, and our class is called access log, and this is 10 characters. We need only one property, the file name. This should be log file, as I remember correctly. Yes, this is log file. This is 8 characters enough. Then we need to just supply the file name. I found that the flag is in this directory by looking at the hint, and this is 7 characters long. And that's it. Now we just need to copy this base64, and if we open our developer tools and create our own cookie, we can call it login. We need to call it login, and if we refresh and go to authentication.php, we get the flag because authentication.php is where the read log function is. Yeah, so this was it. I think that's enough for this video, and I will see you in the next one.